Hey there! In this video I'm going to show you how to quickly animate a car inside Keynote. My name is Ahmed and this is the Lazy Channel! First, let's open up Keynote. I'm gonna go with the basic white slide. I'll select all the elements and hit backspace to get rid of them. Now let's bring in our elements. We have here the car and the background. I'll drag and drop the background first. You can head to this area to zoom in and out. I'll try to position the background in a way that I like. Now that we have the background, I'll drag and drop my car. Now, of course, you can see that the car doesn't have a transparent background, and in order to get rid of this, I'll go to Format and go to Image, Instant Alpha. It will already instruct you to click on a color to make it transparent or drag to make similar color transparent. So I will click and start dragging very carefully. As you can see, the more I drag, the more I will get rid of the image pieces. So I'll get rid of this part first, and then I can go ahead and repeat the same process to get rid of the ground, this point as well. I'll keep doing that until I clean the whole background and leave the car alone. Very good, now I have a clean car with no background whatsoever. Our next step is to separate the wheels from the car. First, I'm gonna make a copy or a duplicate of the same car. I'll right click and hit duplicate. Now I have another copy of the car. And I will insert a circle shape. I'll position it exactly on top of the wheel and scale it by dragging the corners. The next step is to select both the circle and the car by hitting Shift and click. Now I can control them both together. I'll go to Format, Image, and then select Mask with Selection. Done. Now I have the wheel or the rim separate. Now I will duplicate the same wheel and put it on the other side. I can scale it a bit by using the corner. Now I will zoom out. Now I have the car and I have both wheels separate. Now we got all the elements ready. After that, I'll go to the slide and make a duplicate. Now we have two slides with the same car in the same position. In the first slide, I need to rotate the rim, and I'll do that by hitting the command button and going to the corner. You can see that the anchor is changing between an arrow and a double arrow. Let's choose an angle, let's say maybe 200. It can be roughly any angle. I'll zoom out and do the same thing. I'll hit the command button and start rotating the other wheel to almost the same degree. Now I will select all of them and press Shift and deselect the background and drag the car out of the slide by using the Shift button and the arrow as well. Now let's have a look at both slides and see the difference between the two of them. The first slide now has the car outside the slide on the right side and has both wheels rotated at a certain angle. But the second slide has the car in the center of the slide and the wheels rotated at the original angle. It's time to make some magic! I'll go to the first slide and select it, and I'll make sure that I'm not selecting any element in the slide itself, and head to Animate, then Add Effect, Magic Move. You'll see what happens. Keynote sees the difference between the two slides and smoothly creates a motion tween between the two of them. Now I'll duplicate the second slide again in order to make the car exit the slide. So I will rotate the wheels at a different angle again, moving forward. The same thing here, don't forget, by clicking the command button and rotating. Now you can see here, the car is in the center. And when I create magic move, what happens is just the wheels move because there's nothing else different between the two of them. So I will select all the elements, hit shift and deselect the background and move the car by hitting shift also to make it move on a certain line and move it out. Now this one is in the center. I will hit preview. Now it's exiting the slide. Amazing. In the duration here, in the animate magic move, you can change it and make it faster. So I will try 1 second. Let's try a different number. Now it's moving faster outside the slide. Let's have a look at the whole presentation by hitting play. I'll hit space. Now the car is moving in. I'll hit space and the slide is moving out. Amazing. I'll go back to format, style. I'll add a little contact shadow to the car. You see now we have a little contact shadow to the car and the ground that makes it look more realistic. You can control the shadow from here. You can control the distance from the offset area. You can control the opacity and the offset like that, and the amount of blur to the shadow. Now you can see that the shadow is stuck to the car. Awesome. I'll do the same thing here. Format, contact shadow. I'll go do the same thing here by zooming out and selecting the car and going to contact shadow as well. Now I will move the car again, select all, deselect the background and move it outside the slide and hit the play button and see. I'll hit space, car comes in, the shadow's there, amazing, hit space, it's exiting now. Amazing, perfect. Now, time to export the video. I'll go to File, Export, Movie, and change the compression type to H.264. Here is the resolution, which is 1920 by 1080, and here are the duration to which the next slide will start and the next build will start. Let's just ignore this part for now, and I'll teach you how to edit it later. Let's have a look at the video. The car will wait 5 seconds, I think, by default to come in, and we'll wait a couple of seconds and then move out. Perfect, so far so good. Now let's see how we can edit the duration. I'll go back to Keynote. On the first slide, by selecting the slide only and selecting nothing else, I'll go to Animate. Do you remember the magic move? Now there's something down here called Start Transition. Instead of making it on click, I'll make it automatically. And then the delay, I'll make it 0. I want the car to come in at 0 delay. I'll play. See, without hitting the space button, the car is coming in at 0 delay. Now on the second slide, I'll also go to the start transition. I'll make it automatically. Let's keep the car for 3 seconds there. And then at the end, I want the whole video to end at 0 seconds. So I'll go to export, movie, and then now I don't have to worry about these anymore. I'll hit next because whatever we did is gonna replace it. Now I'll call it R02. Let's have a look at the video and see the duration. Now, the car is moving immediately inside the slide and then waits for 3 seconds and then moves out. And the video finishes at 0 delay as well. If you want to know how to export this video on a transparent background to use anywhere you want, please check my other video about Alpha Channel. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please support humble artists like me and hit the subscribe button.